because we're on the air in South Lake Tahoe, the royalties are getting paid and the artists are getting what they deserve. And I'm sure, these platforms on video do it as well. I'm not, when you watch this show on Facebook, sometimes we'll play a song and it'll just be silent because the record label is like, we're not even going to let you touch that song. Sometimes you hear
Damn.
it and then the label gets a couple of or the artist gets a couple pennies when we play the song. Well, Joe,
Pennies, like a percentage of pennies, man.
yeah, man. Well, that's all about to change, at least with Spotify, because I don't know if you heard this news. Spotify is going for a cash grab for the people that are making under 1,000 plays. Spotify is gonna in 2024 tracks will have to be played 1,000 times before Spotify pays the artist.
Oh, wow. That really hurts all the indie artists out there.
That's brutal, man. We should have had the Chester Copperpot on because I'm sure they would pontificate on this story a lot. But
Well, I mean, are
anyways,
they even? I mean, under 1,000, are you even making anything at all? It's got to be. It's like maybe laundry money if you're lucky. If you get like 1,000 plays, so I don't know how much. Like, it's going to affect a lot of smaller artists, sure, but what is the actual financial impact?
well, okay, so it's like you get 5 cents every 200 plays right now on Spotify.
So 25 cents, not even a load of laundry, man.
Well,
So
a
what
quarter's
artists are
better than
missing out on
nothing, right?
25 cents?
Well, they're gonna miss out on all of it now. That's that 25 cents that comes out of the 0.5% of the stream share royalty pool. So there's 99.5% of the royalty money that they give out to like big time artists, and then this 0.5% is split between all of
Wow.
these up and comers, and they told it. The news was released at the shareholders event or something. You know what I mean? It's terrible, and it's
Ah,
designed to demonetize a population of tracks that today, on the average, earn less than 5 cents per month. So they're trying to clean house and change their algorithms to better reflect, how it's supposed to play out. But
I
micro
guess.
payments, as small as they are, over time, I think they help bands. I mean, I'm not in one, but
Oh, I mean, I don't, I can't think that 25 cents a month helps a band.
it's better
It's
than
the, it's
nothing.
the, it's the exposure that's better for them. But man, as we've been, every single artist we have on here tells us that the only time they ever make any money is when they play live shows. Got to get out there and play
Yeah.
live shows. You got to buy their merch, not from like some random third party online.
Well, that's a different problem, I think. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Is
another
it? I
way to
mean,
make
it's
money. But
it's
that's
all
not nothing to do with
monetization
royalties, though.
of your artist of
Yeah,
your art.
monetization, but royalties is the big deal. How do you get more than 0.5% of a pool? Sounds
You
a
know,
little
I
bit
mean, they'd
rich.
have to. Well, they'd have to like get together and form a union and figure out how to force Spotify to give them more. That's the only way to do it. But then it's like the only way a union like that's going to work is if like someone big like a Taylor Swift comes in and says like I'm going to support these people.
Ooh,
But
that could
isn't there?
work.
Wait, we know Ariel Silver actually is part of a foundation with the songwriters of North America. Yeah, SONA, Songwriters of North America. So they are actually a lobbying organization that is probably, I think, trying to do that, trying to make royalty splits between these massive, huge online or music platforms to help smaller artists a little bit more.
Yeah, we
Probably
need
not
more.
what they want here.
We need more angels like that, Joe.
We definitely
And
do.
angels like Taylor Swift, who is like milk. She's aging like milk because 2% of all US album units, 2% of all U.S. albums sold this year comes from her. She's got 2% of it.
Man, so crazy.
That's a lot of it.
Is she a certified billionaire yet? I think she is. I think she finally made it.
Yeah, it would make sense for that to happen, but I'm not in her bank account. I'm not sifting through her purse.
I think it's like kind of public knowledge. I don't know. Just go ask your smart device. She'll tell you what the net worth of everybody is.
You know what's funny is I know someone who actually has a net worth that I know the net
Oh,
worth.
interesting.
And it's not right on the internet. It's completely.
Is it less? Is it more? Do we
way
like have
less.
to add a percent? Oh, it's way less on the internet.
Sometimes it's way less, sometimes it's way more. What
God, okay.
You know, because this came up in a conversation I had off the air with somebody famous,
Okay.
and I was like, "What's the real deal with that?" Because everybody wants to know, you know. And we went on a deep dive, flipped up the laptop, and he's like, "This is my number. This is my real number." And he logs in. I'm like, "Dude." And
Well-
then he started throwing out names, saying, "This one's way high, and you don't even know he's low. Don't
Oh,
even ask
man.
me about Andy Dick."
I don't want to talk about Andy Dick. That's the last person I want. Him and Carrot Top are like the two last people on the entire planet I want to talk about. I'd rather talk about Taylor Swift all day long. Yeah, but 2% of all albums sold this year. That's crazy, man. No wonder she's just like
You know
stupid
what's
popular everywhere.
crazier to me is Drake has 1%.
Oh man, some Drake songs are okay.
He's got that many songs that he's clearing 1% of all songs.
Yeah, yo, it's funny. Like Drake,
Yearly? This year alone?
yeah, like it's funny though. Drake is like has been around for like a sneaky long time, so it's crazy. He's been around for like 15, 20 years now.
I'm aware of that. I'm just not aware of 2023 Drake. He's
Oh,
still out there asking you about your bling bling hotline bling.
No, man, that was like pre-COVID. That's like, man, you are like 5-6 years behind the times. He like he literally releases an album a year. He just doesn't talk about it. It's just like there. It's just like a one day there's no new Drake album, and the next day it's just like appears. It's just there, and everybody's already listened to it 100 times and knows all the songs, and everyone's already sampling it everywhere. It's the craziest thing. It just happens overnight.
And then there's that other dude. And then there's one other guy that made it to this list of like total U.S. album units sold. Morgan
Who's that?
Wallen. He cleaned up just under 1%.
Who's
0.9%.
Morgan Wallen?
He's that dude. Okay, this is what baffles me too, because he's that dude that got canceled because he was supposed to go on SNL, and the week before, he was seen like making out with girls at a bar, like in the heart of heat of COVID, and so you're like, yeah, no masks for anybody and stuff, and then I think that's what happened. I think that's the news story, but
Oh,
Yeah,
do I
dude.
not know him because he's a country singer?
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't know who Morgan Wallen is. Okay, gotcha.
That's right.
Gotcha.
From
All
the
right.
backwoods at Morgan Wallen.
The only thing I know about country is that Tracy, what who sings the who did the Fast Car song?
Oh, Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman won Song of the Year for a song that she released in 1988 at the Country Music Awards.
Yeah, I
Because
love
that guy like redid it, and it's like the hugest, biggest hit
It's a great
the
version.
entire year.
It's a great version. But you
Oh,
know,
it's great, yeah.
with great versions, sometimes you're in the middle of that great version. You go, like, why'd you do this? Like the original version is just as great. Like you're just making me want to listen to the original version.
I actually, yeah, I am like that with most remakes. I prefer the original. I do like the Tracy Chapman song over this song, but he introduced that song to an entire new generation of fans and a completely different genre of music fans.
Oh
That
yeah,
might-
I'm in for that.
I've seen so many headlines
Chris
of
Stapleton.
country fans thinking this was an original song,
Yeah.
like having no idea that it was a song from 1988
No,
from
dude,
a
good on her.
lesbian black woman.
Did she win or is she nominated? Because I'd love to
She
see her
won.
win.
She literally won. It was this week.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
It's awesome. Yeah.